Alrighty. I think it's bedtime. And we're live. We got some meat. We got some ore. Do we have any more ore? We have copper. Alright, alrighty. Wait, what am I doing? Let's get rid of all of this stuff that we don't need. We're gonna have to go kill some spidey spiders. Okay, let's get one more and we can make ourselves an iron pick. Welcome, neurons, to Minecraft Mining in the Morning. We are just doing that thing, doing a little thing, getting ready to start our day. I think that will do it. Let's put the sticks away. Let's put that away. No. Ooh, we have no room. Okay, well, we'll just carry her. Hey, kitty. Kitty, come back. I want to pet the kitty. Ooh, got some bones. Nice. Alright, I'm feeling a little restless today. I just can't sit still. Let's get these ferns. And now we can continue. Continue. Alright, let's continue. We should probably fix this road. There, that is much better. Let's trim this tree here. Ooh, we got a stick out of it. Alright. Alright, now ladies. Let's put this fern right there. Okay. And our shovel exploded. A lot to do today. Today is a good day to achieve much. Let's put that spruce sapling. Excuse me. Let's put that spruce sapling. Slapling because it slaps, yo. Ooh, I like this. I like this little garden. Look at that. Fantastic. Whoever designed this garden is an artist. Alright, we're gonna keep heading east for as long as we can. You know what? Let's go get my bed before we head out. This is my modus operandi. I'll just head in a direction and I'll keep going, and I'll go straight because the ziggins and the zaggins is a good way to get lost. So we'll just go straight as far as the road will take us. And look at that. Oh yeah, this is where we saw this part. That's where the goal is. Let's see if I can just get lower. Okay, we're doing all right. Okay, can I get up there? Oh yeah, I can. Nice. So we used a little tree bridge to get across the gully. Ooh, we have some water. What do we have over here? Get a nice little waterfall. And that is all. No, wait, it goes somewhere. And it ends up going down there. But we're not mining today. We are venturing outward. Okay. Did we get our boat? We did not. We planned very well for this journey, didn't we? Forgot to get our boat. So that means we're going to have to chop down one of these trees. What's that down there? I guess it's nothing. All right, let's take this as far as it'll take us. All right, so now we have some wood. Look at that flying block in the middle of nowhere. Okay, let's get our wood. Let's make some planks. Let's make a crafting table. Let's put down our crafting table. And let's make ourselves a boat. And let's take our crafting table. Okay, now we're ready for an adventure. So let's set sail. I'm sailing away. Set an open course for the Virgin Sea. 'Cause I've got to be free. Little sheepy. Whoa, guess not. Free to face the life. We're there. No more song. That was easy enough. What a week. I'm telling you, this week has been, man, it's been wild. It's been up and down. Ooh, I'm gonna need a mascara. I don't mess with that junk because that is scary. That's some scary stuff. Oh, I thought those were cows, but they're just flowers. So we're not in a rush. I'm not gonna run. I'm just gonna kind of walk through here. So this week has been very rough on the psyche, on the mental. You make $100, you lose. Whoa! We have another village and a giant bee. I wasn't even thinking about that. Oh, ice pillars. We may have to go that way. But first, let's see what this. Oh man, look at all that. Another puppy. Let's see if we can make another. Oh, I left my bones. You make $100, you lose $1,000. So my goal is to reverse that. Make $1,000, lose $100, because that is a far superior ratio, and that will not hurt as much. Okay, that's weird. And yesterday was a pretty good day. I really focused. Why is everything glitching? I really focused and I was able to walk away with $100 at the end of the day, which is not bad, considering I've been losing money and making money, losing money and making money, losing money and making money, when I would much rather like to be just constantly making money. But that's not, I mean, it is realistic. A lot of taters. Here, let's just put some of our stuff that we don't need here. We'll have him hold all our stuff. All right. Let's close the door. So one of the hardest parts about trading, and this is the hardest part about anything in life. So when I'm talking about trading, I'm talking about life in general. And in fact, I'm not even going to say trading. Actually, I have to say trading because I got to give it some kind of reference. There has to be a point of reference for what I'm saying. So I'm going to use trading, day trading that is, and we're going to then try and find a way to apply it to everything else. Because I have never, ever been as stressed out doing anything as I have been day trading. I have never been as anxious. And the crazy thing about day trading is that you sit in the anxiety, you sit in the fear for long periods. I went rappelling once off a 60-foot cliff when I was a teenage boy, and that was scary at first, but as soon as you go over the edge, it stops being scary, and then it starts being fun. And trading is nothing like that. Trading just constantly is just constantly scary. And it's fun. That's the other thing. It is fun. Don't get me wrong. Trading is fun. But you just sit in the negative emotions longer. And that's what you have to get used to. You have to be able to control those emotions. This guy hooked us up. Thank you, brother. And then you have to learn how to sit in those emotions. So you get to know yourself really, really well. Thanks for the potato, man. And sometimes if you don't know yourself and you start to become familiar with yourself, you might not like what you see. And that's what's, I think, scary. And it's something that I've been doing day after day after day after day. All right, so that's all this town has to offer. Where's the sun? How far is the sun from setting? Okay, he's right over there. Let's, man, should we just keep going? Should we just keep going? I think we're going to set a spawn point for here. All right. Let's leave what we don't need. Let's put on our little fancy outfit. Nice. Okay, we don't need this. Don't really need that. Don't need that. Don't need the feathers. Let's leave one pick here and a set of, no, let's bring all our torches because you never know. All right. And then we will continue eastward. Ooh, do not like the look of that. Dense forest. So there's an old saying, and I'm sure everybody knows it because everybody loves saying it. Be careful when you stare into the abyss, for the abyss stares back. And it's funny because that could mean so many different things. The abyss is a metaphor for whatever you want it to be. But what I think the abyss really is, and this is coming from the insight of living in your experiencing your negative emotions constantly, day after day. Yeah, that is not looking very inviting. Man. What do we got southward? Oh, another treehouse. Let's avoid those for now until we get a little bit more courage and a little bit more. It's an interesting biome over there. I like it. A nice mountain. When you're sitting in your negative emotions, you're essentially staring into the abyss. And they tell you to be careful when you're staring into the abyss because it'll stare back at you. And what I'm finding is what's staring back at me are my faults and my weaknesses. And that's, a lot of people don't like that kind of thing. That's why, especially in this day and age with the technology that we have and doom scrolling being as popular as it is, because people cannot sit with themselves, because when you sit with yourself, you will be forced to stare into the abyss. You will be forced to examine who you are. You will be forced to sit in those negative emotions. What in the world? We just walked right in on this place. Check it out. Dude, hello. I didn't even see this. What you got for me? Ooh, iron sword with smite 2. I would love to buy your iron sword. But first, let me sample your wares. So in this era, in this world, in this society of instant entertainment at the tips of your fingers, people aren't doing that introspection. People aren't placed in positions to sit and really see who we are inside. We're not given opportunities. We're not taking opportunities. In fact, we're running from the opportunities to do introspection. And I think it's really doing a lot of damage to society. And to humanity as a whole. And we can blame technology, but it's not technology's fault. Technology is just another form of the abyss that we're staring at. It's showing us who we really are. And if you're a positive person, if you look for the good in humanity, technology will show you the good in humanity. Oh my goodness, look at this. A little kitten. I've never seen a kitten before. Come back. I want to pet you. I want to pet the kitty. And if you're a negative person, technology will show you how negative humanity can be. Technology is unaware. The thing that makes it aware is us, the missing piece. That's why people are afraid of AI. They're going to see only the bad of AI. People who aren't afraid of AI, who think AI is the coolest thing, they're going to see only good things from AI. Well, I wouldn't say only. It's not that black and white, but you're gonna look for the good in AI, and you're gonna see it. You're gonna find it. And AI is going to be this amazing thing. I happen to fall in the AI is a positive thing camp. My throat is getting raspy. Let me just take a sip real quick. Okay, where were we? We've been over here. So we are going to hunker down here for now. And it's just like if you go looking for, well, anyway, I don't want to get too deep into the whole social media thing because that's not what I want to talk about right now. I want to talk about sitting with your negative feelings, looking into the void. That's what we were talking about. So when I was a kid and we didn't have phones, we would go to the movies or you'd go to the park and you'd have to wait for your parents to come get you, or you'd have to walk home. And when you were either walking home from the park or waiting for your parent to come pick you up, you sat there and you waited and you waited and you were alone with your thoughts. And that gave you a lot of insight. Can I borrow your bed, homie? Thanks. Gave you a lot of insight, and it allowed you to stare into the abyss, and it allowed the abyss to stare back into you. And when you're a kid, you don't really think about who you are. You kind of just entertain yourself. So I got really good at telling myself stories and coming up with characters and comic book ideas. That was like how I dealt with the abyss and with the silence. But I did all this in my head. I would walk to the comic book store, which was like 30 minutes away from our house. There, it must be spring because there are baby animals everywhere. Look how cute. So the comic book store was about 30 minutes away, and sometimes I would walk there straight after school. Sometimes I would walk home, throw my backpack down, turn around, and walk to the comic shop. And I would head to the comic shop often. This was like a couple days a week I would walk. I didn't have any money. I just loved being at the comic shop. There was just something about the comic book store that was relaxing, was enjoyable, was soothing. Ooh, what do we have here? And I loved being there. And the walk was nice because I got to just decompress from the day of school. I got to think about things, and I found enjoyment in that kind of thing. I developed no gold. Okay, that's fine. I think we're gonna keep heading east as long as we can. Maybe we'll find another village. We've been lucky so far. So when looking into the abyss, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a necessary thing. And I think we need to, well, because when you look into the abyss and you look into it often, you get better at looking at it. And when you're sitting with your negative feelings over and over and over again, you can either grow from it or you can shrink into it. And when you grow from it, that's when you when you learn how to deal with those feelings. So an example is when I'm in a losing trade, or when I get stopped out and I lose money. It hurts and it sucks, and it's real easy to start thinking like, I'm screwed. I will never make this. I will never make it in this business. I will never make it in this industry. I'm just this. I'm gonna fail. I can't do this. I don't know what I thought I was like. You start thinking all the negative things that you can possibly think, and it's real easy to do that. And it's easy to get sucked into that kind of thinking, especially if that's how you've been thinking most of your life. Whoa! Hey, cow. That was close. So that's shrinking into the feeling. You shrink into it, you get comfortable in it, and then you've trained yourself to think that way. And that's how you think. All right, I was hoping you would have given me... Oh, snap, there's another one. Oh, snap, we gotta go. Because I am dying here. Oh, man, oh, man. I thought I could take them, but I can't. We have to get someplace safe. Gotta eat some chops. All right, and we gotta let our energy regenerate. Where's the sun? Right above us. Okay, let's not go that way. That was, honestly, that was scary. And then I saw 2 skeletons, and it got even scarier. So you can shrink into the emotion and let the emotion consume you, be comfortable, and then just let that be how you operate. When things go bad, your brain gets negative, and you think, I'm never going to make it, I'm not going to do this, I'm terrible, I suck. And that's what the abyss is showing you. And of course, if you look into the abyss and it's showing you that, you're not going to want to look into the abyss, and you're going to run from it, and you're going to try to avoid those feelings as much as possible. You're going to try to stay safe, you're going to stay comfortable, and you're not going to explore, you're not going to grow, essentially. And you're going to be stuck with those emotions. Oh, run. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Why am I on fire? Oh man. Okay, we're just gonna have to stay up here. Let's eat a pork chop and try to figure this out. Because there's a guy right there. Alright, we can get into this tree here. Oh snap, he's coming at us. This is why I stay away from forests. That was scary. Oh man, come on. Oh. Alright, I think that's a sign that... No, you know what? We can keep going. We can do this. We don't have to be scared. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So then there's the other aspect of looking into the abyss. And the abyss shows you that you are weak. It shows you that you are scared. And you can defy the abyss. You can say, no, I don't accept that. I will not be weak. I will not be scared. And despite how afraid you are and how scared you really are, you still continue to stare. You still sit in those negative feelings. You explore those negative feelings. You push through the negative feelings. You correct them. You get better. You get healthy. And then it gets easier. The next time you stare into the abyss, it's easier. Oh man. I lost a gold block. Well, whatever, that's life. Okay, I'm hearing... Ouch! Got me in the butt. Got me right in the butt. Okay, let's eat a watermelon. Can I not eat watermelon? There he is. Ah, run. Oh, there's another one. Okay, I'm gone. I'm dead. All right. Where's east? Okay, east is about to go down. That is the adventure of adventuring. That's what venturing out does. Now we gotta find the chest that we left some stuff in. You know what? I should have had a chest with me. So I've been looking into the void quite a bit lately. And the losing trades, they really suck and all. But I'm training myself, and I was listening to an ASMR video, and the girl, it's positive affirmations, and I can't remember who the person is. Can't remember who she is, what her name was. But okay. Sorry. But it's really actually helped. It's made me more compassionate towards myself. And one of the things that really stood out to me was at one point, she says, even when I make mistakes, I still deserve to be loved. And that had a profound impact on me. Because I tend to be a little more of a perfectionist. And it's not good, not healthy. It makes life very difficult. Let's put it that way. It makes doing things very difficult. Because I have to be the best, and making mistakes, when you have that kind of mentality, making mistakes is not good. So that line in and of itself, even when I make mistakes, I still deserve to be loved, is something that I tell myself when I make mistakes. So instead of thinking, oh man, I suck at trading. Is that a little black wolf? Oh, I want a bone. We need to give this dog a bone. Look how cute that is. Look at that. Oh man. I'll be back. I'll be back for you. Let me go get my stuff, and then I'll come back and we will have a pet black wolf. It's right around the corner. Little fox. Right? be straight ahead, right? So I used to lose trades, and I would do the negative thing, like, oh man, this sucks, and I would get mad, and I would become upset, and start to feel the tension build. I mean, even as I'm saying this, I can feel the tightness in my stomach. Feel the tension build, start to get upset, start to have that negative talk. But now, when I lose, I tell myself, look, even when I make mistakes, I still deserve to be loved. And I think I'm going to change deserve, because I don't like the way that sounds. It sounds very entitled. I'm going to start saying, even when I make mistakes, I am still loved. Because my wife doesn't hate me because I make mistakes. My kids don't hate me when I fail. In fact, they have compassion on me. They're kinder to me than I am to myself. And that says a lot. Sometimes the abyss can be found in other people's eyes, not just in our own eyes. So looking into the abyss, just look how other people look at you. That's the abyss. If other people look at you as a guiding light, but you don't see that, think about that. Sit with that feeling and that emotion. If other people look at you and you make them anxious, you make them nervous, you stress people out, then sit with that and think about that. And those are the things that people don't want to think about. They don't want to look at, because they don't want to face the reality that that's who they are, an energy vampire. And I used to be an energy vampire. That's who I used to be. That is what I would do. I would just make people miserable, like at work. My family hated when I went to work with them, because I would make everyone miserable. And hey, Quacky, let's get out of here, Quacky. And it was easier for them to do more work and pick up the slack than to have me there making everyone anxious and everyone nervous. And that, really made me have to take a look at myself and really ask myself, is this who I want to be? And the answer was, no, this isn't who I want to be. Where is it? Trying to find the death spot. Oh, I can no longer run. I am too tired. Whoa. Coolness. I should have brought some food, because this is a bad spot to be in. Because I cannot run. I'm hungry, and I'm weak, and I think I went too far. Whoa. Whoa. Great. Can you guys not? I'm trying to find. Ouch. And we got creeper. And I'm not saying it's easy, because it for sure is not easy. Are you stuck here, Lammy? Little Lammykins? Okay, that's taking us that way. We don't want to. Oh, okay. Lamb? Are you okay, Lammy? Lammy's alright. It's not easy. And it's not fun. But if I'm going to become better at what I do, it's something that I got to do. And it's something that I'm willing to do. Because I feel like it's something that I have to do. I have to face these things. I have to do these things. I have to challenge myself. Oh, man. It's just not getting any easier. My spyglass is gone. Alright, I know I came from the west. I don't remember seeing any snow, so this is definitely not the way. Must have been back more. This is exactly why I avoid forests. Okay. I came from the west. Where did I go next? Over here? I feel like I'm over here somewhere. And it has honestly taken me a lot of work just to change my mindset from being negative thinking negatively to being like, even when I make mistakes, I deserve to be loved. I still deserve to be loved. It takes a lot of work. It's incredible how much work it takes. It's ridiculous how much work it takes. Because that's another thing that the abyss will show you. The void will look at you and tell you, look, dude, you hate yourself. You just don't like yourself. And I can either accept that and be like, well, yeah, you're right. Abyss, you are correct. I do not like myself. And then I can sit with that. Or I can be like, you know what, Abyss, you're correct. Mr. The Void, you are right. Oh, how can I change that? And then the Void will be like, I don't know. It's not my deal. I don't change it. And then you have to make the decision to be like, you know, okay, I'm going to like myself. I'm going to make myself into somebody that I like. And then you can become that person. Or you work towards becoming that person. So staring into the abyss doesn't have to be scary. Most people think it is scary. And like I said, for most people it is scary because it will show you who you really are. And if you don't want to see who you really are, if you don't want to know who you really are, if you are running away from who you really are, you will be terrified. you will be scared. And you will not want to look and stare into the abyss. You know what, zombie? Come get me. I am not afraid. Died again. It's interesting because I had a dream last night that I was playing like PUBG. I wasn't playing it, I was actually in it, like a PUBG type game. Alright, let's do this again. If I can't find it after this, I'm gonna give up. Because I can always make a new spyglass. I can make new picks. I do love the adventure though. There's something fun about this. So I had a dream I was in a PUBG type game. And I think I was the last one. And there were 2 other players and they were on a team. So it was me versus 2 other players. And they were in some kind of like a jet, but like futuristic jet. Can we eat mushrooms? No, we can't. Okay, well that sucks. And they were flying around and I could see them, but they couldn't see me. And I had a car that I was driving around in, but I stopped and I got behind some cars in the street and I pushed my car out so that it would get their attention. And I stayed hidden behind the cars, the other cars in the street. And they saw it, and so I was like, all right, now's my chance to get them. But I didn't have a gun, and I didn't have any way to get them. And so I finally was like, there's no way I'm going to beat these guys. And these guys were just flying around. They were flying around. And all right, so there's that. We need to figure out where exactly we landed. And these guys are flying around. And I think it was like over here. And I pushed the car out so it would get their attention. And it got their attention and they came over to the area that I was in. And I was like, all right, what am I going to do now? And I was like, forget it. You know what? And I stepped out from behind the car and I put my hands up like whatever, come get me. But they were like, dude, you're going to have to kill us. And I think they were stuck inside the plane, the jet. Like they were stuck inside it and they couldn't get out. And so they were telling me that they weren't trying to kill me and I'm going to have to kill them because they couldn't get out. And then I was really confused in the dream. I was like, wait, what? And they flew off and I was sitting there like, what's happening? Like just so confused about the whole situation. And then I just watched them fly away in their plane. And that's all I remember about that dream. But it was interesting because I was scared. And then as soon as I was just like, you know what? Whatever. Come and get me. and I stepped out, and then it turns out that they were even like more afraid than I was because they had no control over the plane, and the plane was just flying them around, and they didn't know what they were doing. Which I think is, I think it's an interesting meaning there on so many levels. Is like maybe we're all scared. We're all in this plane that's flying by itself. None of us are pilots, and we're all terrified. We're all just as terrified. And I'm hungry again. All right, this will be the last time. If I die now, I'm going to stay dead. Because I don't think... Ooh, apple. I think that's just what life is. We're all scared. We're all in a spaceship that's flying 6,000 miles per hour. And none of us know how to fly this thing. So just, as they say, let go and let God. For some reason, I'm thinking we're over this way. No, this way. I don't really remember seeing mushrooms, though. And I'm reading this book called The Mental Game of Trading. And I think it has been a huge help. Because one of the things that the, what's the guy's name? Jared something. One of the things that Jared says is when you're experiencing emotions are a response to what's happening. They're not the cause of your mistakes. They're not the cause of your errors. They're a response to what is happening in the moment. And you need to learn how to understand what your emotions are telling you. And that has been very helpful. Because if I'm in a trade and I start to get a panicky feeling, like an anxious feeling, like, oh man, and I start looking for ways out, like I got to get out of this trade. And I start looking for a way out. That's my emotion telling me that you've been here before, you've done this before, and it didn't turn out well. So you need to get out and rethink your life decisions. But then if I'm in a trade and I start feeling excited, or rather, if I'm about to get into a trade and I start feeling excitement, and it's not fear, but it's like, oh, like, here we go. Like, that's kind of the sense I get, is like, here we go. Then that means you've experienced this before. And when you have, it turned out good. This is it. Go for it. But if you don't understand what your emotions are telling you, then excitement is almost the same thing as fear. It feels the same. So you're not going to be able to tell the difference. And that's why you have to get to know yourself on a deeper level, so that you can be like, oh, I'm feeling excited. This must mean that this is going to be a higher probability of success. And then at the same time, you can be like, oh, I'm not getting a good feeling. That means this is going to be a higher probability of failure, and I need to get out ASAP. And the more you get to trust those feelings, the better you get and the more success you'll have. And I'm trying to teach my kids this for life in general. I'm trying to tell them, look, if you have a good feeling about something, then that means it's for you. But if you're doing something and you don't have a good feeling, then that means you're doing something that goes against who you believe you are. And you can keep doing it and it will change you and you will become someone else. You will ultimately become someone you don't like if you keep chasing these feelings. That's how you find your true north. That's how you find out who you really are. You continue to seek the things that make you feel good about yourself. What was that? Did I get hit by something? All right, we are running in a circle room and getting nowhere. So we are going to start heading back. I'm going to throw in the towel. You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. Got to know when to walk away. You got to know when to run. That's what we're doing. We're walking away because the walk back is surely gonna kill us. You know what? This is actually looking very familiar. There's a creeper. I think we've been here before. Blow up. Yeah, I got him. All right. Uh, 17 blocks. 3 sheets to the wind. 3 sheets to the wind. Let's go this way. I cannot see a dang thing. I think I see a skeleton. That's what I see. Let's take a moment just to admire the landscape before we head back. We had a good run. We're going to have to go home now, and I think we were on that side. I think I've been coming in. No. We were right. Just take me, bro. All right. Well, that was today's. Yeah, that was today's stream. We did not do well. We went out on an adventure and we really took a beating. So let's see, the sun's rising over there. We came from the west. Let's go west. I guess we'll leave the black wolf. We'll pick him up some other day. But right now, we need to go home. We'll go to the other town and then we will turn it off. We will wrap it up. We will end production for the day. Watch out, sheepy hoo. Are we going the right way? Yeah. Just doesn't really look familiar. You know what I could have done was lay down a trail. Okay, so there's the other village. I'm really not aware of my surroundings, and I gotta be more aware of my surroundings. I gotta be aware of what's where. Landmarks. Like there's a tree right there. Okay, 2 trees. And then a thing that looks like a house over here. We have some snow on that side. Got really tall trees. That's what I gotta start paying more attention to, the world. And we'll die less. We'll live more. Live more fully as well. All right, let's plant some of these seeds. These people were kind enough to allow me to take their wheat. Here we are. All right. We're going to wrap it up. So I will see you guys. Well, let's do the usual outro. Shadri, it's Friday. Live it up. I hope you have a great weekend. That one viewer in the back that's always there, always representing, always making that 0 into a 1. Thank you so much for sticking with us. And everyone else that stopped by, thank you for joining us. Hey, he wants to be in the outro. Thank you so much for joining us and visiting and watching. I hope you found a little bit of enjoyment in the stream, and I hope you'll be back next time. As for that, of course, there's one thing I want you to always remember, and that is neurons that fire together, wire together. I will see you next time on the Minecraft Mining Morning Show. Peace out, yo. Have a great weekend, everybody. You too, kitty. And cow.